Since when did stress become normal, acceptable? The farthest I can remember, this was not a part of our vocabulary. We didn't talk about it. But today, everybody says, I'm busy, I'm so stressed. It's almost like it's become a status symbol to be stressed. Why is that? Are we lacking in status symbols? Are the cars and the fancy houses and the iPhones not doing their job? No, they are. In fact, they are overdoing their job. Because some of us have them and many of us don't. And therefore, the many of us who don't take stress. If you say you're stressed, you're basically saying you're the one who doesn't have the stuff. You're needy, you're craving. So there was an experiment that was done about 25 years ago in a little Indian state in the north, in the Himalayas, called Ladakh. And in this state, people were generally very happy. They had practically nothing. Just their farmlands, a lot of rocks, the pure Himalayas, and nature. But they had themselves. They had community. They had solidarity. Now, sometime in the 2008-2009, there was a movie released by the name 3 Idiots, and it was shot in Ladakh. Suddenly, everybody all over the country saw, wow, this is a great place. We must plan our next holiday there. And so people started thronging into Ladakh. And before you knew it, it was a tourism hub. There were cars, there were watches, there were fancy phones, there were things that people of Ladakh had never seen before in their lives. And suddenly they started wanting to have them. They forgot that when you live simply, you always have it all. And so they stopped living simply. And they started going after those possessions. And the same survey was carried out after a gap of 15 years. So this was the mid-90s and then it was the early 2010s. The results were shocking. While in the mid-90s, most Ladakhis had said that they feel rich. They didn't understand the concept of poverty. What poverty line, what's poor. In 2011 or thereabouts, 60% Ladakhis stated that they felt they were poor. Poverty is a state of mind. This experiment in Ladakh just goes to show that. Nobody was poor. Nobody is poor. Everybody is connected to the abundance that nature provides. They were more abundantly connected before they realized that some people can have stuff and some people don't have the same stuff. Do you realize it's all man-made stuff? So how does it matter if you don't have a watch or a car? You still have the means to tell the time by looking at how the sun is moving and to reach from place to place the way we've reached for generations in the past. But because now there were the haves and the have-nots, there was stress. So I go back to the question, how come stress has suddenly become acceptable? It's acceptable only because we accept that we are lacking in abundance. The moment you tap into your abundance, and you can learn how to do that, you will not be stressed. So that's the solution. The solution is to understand that stress is the mental factor which originates from our sense of lack, our sense of being cut away from universal abundance. And you can stay connected to it. First, let's connect, and then we take the next step.